She gave me back all my clothes, slammed the door and said goodnight.
And I could be wrong, but I really think that I fucked it up this time.
Couple Lone Stars and whiskeys and me and the boys are feeling fine. She called me up for one more goodbye. I said I'd rather not this time.
I sell my soul to rock and roll just to get her off my mind. But the devil ain't biting yet, and I feel like I'm wasting the Lord's time.
We kiss and make up, we fight, then we fuck, and somehow call this love. The hardest part is knowing that we're done.
Thought I was enough, she packed up her stuff and gave me back the key. I never thought it'd end like this. Now she's leaving with my heart. Come on, my Vinny boy. A cruzar fronteras, primo. This is the Beast Machine, baby. Woke up in a stranger's bed, a throbbing head filled with regret. 20 missed calls, I thought she wanted me gone. Why she messing with my head?
Looking back, I wish we never met, but I guess that's what my dumb ass gets. Trusting you again, now you'd get under my skin. Nothing my buddy Jack couldn't fix.
We kiss and make up, we fight and we fuck, and somehow call this love. The hardest part is knowing that we're done.
Thought I was enough, she packed up her stuff and gave me back the key. I never thought it'd end like this. Now she's leaving with my heart.
Se fue con mi corazón.
She's never coming back. Can't believe she left my ass. We kiss and make up, we fight and we fuck, and somehow call this love. The hardest part is knowing that we're done. Thought I was enough, she packed up her stuff and gave me back the key. I never thought it'd end like this. Now she's leaving with my heart.
Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the Ville.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
Yeah, what's going on, San Antonio? Well, you know, you guys, if you watch the show week in and week out, you know I like to be the weatherman within the first 2 minutes. And let me tell you, we've had some cooler weather. I think me and Eddie brought the Milwaukee weather back to Texas with us since we've been back. It's been a tad bit cooler. We've been getting a lot of rain. We're underground. We're underground, gee. Hey, I promise there's no alcoholics. No, we got a lot of rain the last 2 days, man. So, my yard needs it, and I'm sure a lot of people here in San Antonio need the rain. But welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, again live here from San Antonio. And I want to throw this out there. We really thrive. Me and Eddie really thrive on doing the show live, and things happen sometimes when they're live, especially when it comes to microphones and all the stuff that it takes to make this work. So, it's really it's a hard thing to do, but we get it done, and we really thrive on giving you guys a live show. And with that being said, sometimes we say things, and I always tell the guests before we start, like, you can't rewind, dude. What you say is what you say. It's on there forever, man. But tonight, dude, I told you guys, I don't know when I posted, yesterday or I posted earlier today. I told you guys to get your beers ready. You might want to maybe, for your girls, might want to get some napkins ready. I don't know, wipe some tears that are going to come from your eyes. But this show, you hear me sometimes say it's been a long time. This show has definitely been one of those long time comings. I ran into Vinny, probably about over 2.5 years. I've been following Vinny since, man, I had Chinga. I can't remember his name right now.
Jordan?
No, another Chicano Tejano. I mean Texas country artist. Nate. I had Nate here, so it's been a long time. But you guys might ask yourself, like, Bumper, you do Tejano? I said, hey, dude, if you've ever run into me and had a conversation with me, one thing I love about the show is I love to showcase our people doing what they love, and if it's especially if it has to do with music, we're here to support them. And tonight's no different. Again, it's been a long time coming. I'm super excited for tonight. We're gonna jam. We're gonna laugh. You know, some of you might cry. Vinny gets serious and shit. But welcome to Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, and my guest this evening, none other than right here from San Antonio, Mr. Vinny Tovar. Not Regal Tovar, Vinny Tovar.
Vinny Tovar.
Welcome to the show, dog.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here, man. It's been a long time coming.
You know, you're exactly right. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go to your Circle K's looking for these modelos because they don't have these kind. Un saludo to my good friend Frank. We call him Frank the Tank. My compadre. Somebody dropped him a case of modelos. 24 ounces from Mexico.
They dropped you?
They dropped them off. Yeah, dude. That's what he said. And then he called. He's like, hey, bro, does your guest drink Modelo? I said, man, if Vinny's a young Tejano, he probably not going to turn down any beer. So he came and dropped us off these cold Modelos right here from Mexico. And I don't know if you guys, you don't think they're stronger than the one from here?
They're definitely a lot stronger.
Dude, it tastes like Budweiser, dude. When I drink it.
It is a little bit different. I don't know if it's the dirt, the water's different over there.
But saludos to everybody watching, man. Again, the show is absolutely free. All we ask you guys to do is to share the feed, whether you're watching on YouTube and Facebook. Our YouTube channel has been growing tremendously. Thank you to you guys sharing. And of course, Facebook, we've been remaining steady there on Facebook. So if you guys would share that, we would greatly appreciate it. So Vinny, San Antonio, Texas, baby, huh?
Yes, sir.
Born and raised right here in San Antonio?
Born and raised on the southeast side of San Antonio. Yes, sir.
The southeast.
Yes, sir.
Let me hold on. That's what do you call a high school? The B's, ain't it?
That's like super
east. That's too far east.
That's east. Yeah, that's like east. I'm somewhere in the middle of the south and the east.
So what would that be? What high school would that be?
Well, that high school specifically is probably Highlands, but sadly I went to. All right, not sadly, but most people are mad when I say I went to Brackenridge.
You went to Brackenridge?
Yes, sir. Brackenridge.
Oh shit! Okay.
Oh yeah.
And Vinny, if you don't mind me asking, bro, how old are you, dude?
I'm 27 years old.
27 years old. Married or not married?
Just got married, actually.
Damn!
I just got married. Yes, sir. Off the market.
So when he was walking up, we got him on camera. He was walking up to the house. He was walking still a little bit to the left because the ring still kind of weighs. You know, when people get married,
it's a little heavy.
Right, Eddie? They walk to the left a little bit until they can figure out how to stand up straight again and walk straight. But un saludo to, again, everybody watching. I see people are checking in from Poti, Texas to Velma and Wowie, right? From the Wowzers, Irene Vallejo Herrera, thank you for tuning in. Josh DeLuna, Tejano Up Radio in the house, Viola Olivares. And then, of course, my good friend, Miss Desi Betancourt Garcia, watching all the way from Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago.
Dude, we have a lot of fans in the Midwest, bro.
I've heard that.
Dude,
I've heard that.
We went to Milwaukee, bro, and it was freaking, like, this year was the biggest year where I sat back and was like, we're growing. Like, so many people came up.
Was that the one this past weekend?
2 weekends ago. Yeah,
right?
2 weeks ago. So yeah, man, and it was cool, man, to see how much that we're growing. And there's people watching from Indiana, from Illinois, from Michigan, from Minnesota, Ohio. We're gonna be in Ohio next month, so it's cool, man. It's really, really cool. And before anybody makes comments, yes, I purposely am not wearing a hat, and I'm purposely not wearing a cap. I wanted to show you guys that I do brush my hair, and you know it's.
I almost didn't even recognize you when I got in here. I was like, "Where's Bumpo at?"
Ya valió,
Who's this salt
man.
pepper guy?
And then también saludos to Merced Laura Rangel watching from Alabama. Damn, dog, we got people watching from McAllen, from all over. We're ready to rock and roll, dude.
Oh, yes, sir.
So Vinny, growing up in the southeast part of San Antonio, bro, you know, being a Chicano, what pushed you towards country music?
Well, my family has a big music background. My dad and all his brothers had a band called Los Tovares back in the 90s.
Okay.
And the Tovares are still around. It's mostly my uncle. He has a band now. And they're just doing country now.
Okay.
But it started from back then. I mean, almost, I would say at least all the boys in the family, all the cousins, knew how to play some type of instrument. And usually you knew what your dad knew how to play. So if your dad played the keyboard, you knew how to play the keyboard and the accordion. Your dad sang, you knew how to sing. Whoever played guitar, played guitar. And then my dad was a drummer. So the first thing I picked up was the drums. And I was, man, I think since I can remember, I was playing drums. Like, my early memories, my dad had me a little drum set, and I'd be playing, annoying everybody in the house, banging the drums. But my dad was like, "Oh, look, at least he likes it. Like, at least he's making a beat, and at least he's, you know." My dad always had my back on making noise in the house.
Hell yeah.
And it just started from there. I would say like my roots are definitely Tejano deep. Honestly, I wouldn't say I grew up on the stage. I grew up behind the stage. I was the one helping my dad put everything up, and of course he has a drum, so he had the most things. So, you know, I was his helping hand early on. Even still to this day of him, he still plays.
And you're the roadie?
I'm still the roadie no matter what. But you know, when he comes to my shows, he's just good time old dad at the bar. But I love my dad.
So then music runs through your brain.
I think it just runs through my blood, whether I want to admit it or not. Almost, I think that. You know, I didn't start singing till I was 21. I didn't start singing at all. And I learned how to play.
So you would just play the guitar? That's it?
No, I didn't even learn how to play the guitar till I was 22.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Serious, man, yeah.
So you were just a drummer?
Just a drummer. Even like my first shows, I think one of my first shows was right before COVID, like 2019, 2020. I put out my first little project, and I called it 17. And I didn't know how to play the guitar. I was going in the studio and I was telling him like these songs. Like I knew maybe like a couple little chords, but nothing to like finish. And honestly, I still don't. I don't think I really don't know the guitar as well as I'd like to. But you know,
you're not gonna go. You're not gonna be the guy going on a fucking guitar fucking solo.
You're not gonna see Vinny strings tonight. Just like I'm not gonna do none of that.
Right.
But yeah, it took me a while. And when I first started writing, when I was around 20. I was actually playing with other bands on the drums, and I was doing, the first ever gig I ever did, always surprises people, but my first ever drum gig by myself that had nothing to do with my family that I went to go do, I played with La Sombra.
No way.
Yeah,
dude.
I played with La Sombra in Houston. I think it's called like El Social, or I don't know which one.
El Social?
Yeah, I think it's that one. I don't think it was that one back then. I don't think it was that was a name back then.
It was called. I got you. Man, so you play with La Sombra, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it. You might as well start. You go big or go home, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, I was I forgot where I was working at the time. I think I was working at a call center, and the manager and the guy that was head honcho there, his name was Bobby, the bass player for them. And he's like, Tovar. He's like, oh, like Tovar, right? I was like, yeah, it was random. And then, funny enough, also in the same room was my buddy. His name was also Vicente. And guess who his dad is?
Who?
Chente, whatever. So we're all in the same room, and what are the odds of all of us, in this, all these Tejanos working in a call center?
Yeah.
But one day, Bobby comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, man, I think I might need you this weekend." I was like, "For what?" And he's like, "Well, we need a drummer. Are you down?" I was like, "Fuck it, bro." And he's like, "All right, man, I'll let you know." He didn't call me until like, I think the day of. He's like, "Hey."
So how do you do that? You're good, bro. Come on in, man. Push it. You got to push it hard. Hey, it's a light. Hey, pedo. Have a seat, man.
Carlos?
You're good. Saludos, Carlos. Where were we at?
Well, you said how do I do that? I guess with the gig.
Yeah. So you're playing for La Sombra. Did you know all the songs or what?
Oh, Fuck no. Like, dude, I don't think it was my worst ever gig because Tony did give me a call back, but I was just so busy with this new job that I really couldn't make the time to
So how did you figure? I mean,
well, I mean, a lot of Tejano on the drums is pretty similar.
Easy what you say, dog. 99% Tejano fans.
I guess I have like a conjunto mind because you know the conjunto that just
Yeah.
And if you feel it out, you can. I kind of knew most of the songs. I definitely knew all the cumbias. I didn't know a lot of like.
The rancheras that they sing.
Yeah,
it's not very. There's
Coca-Cola, the one they have.
Yeah.
Like all the, I didn't know a lot of those, but I got through the gig, man. I do remember, dude, that you know this was the first time where I just kind of just off the deep end.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got done, and I was like, I'm gonna quit fucking playing drums. I really thought that. I was just so bummed out on myself that I'm like, no, I don't. And then everybody's like, dude, you held it down. Like they're like, we've had worse. And I was like, oh, okay, well, all right.
Well, I mean, to the musicians watching, I guess as long as you can hold some sort of beat.
I think it's just knowing, knowing that, but also I think it's a confidence thing. Because you got to know that if you mess up, you can't dwell on it. You just got to keep going.
So did Tony sing and ever turn around, look at you like,
almost every fucking time. He did almost every kick and every turn that he's looking right at me.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
I want to say this was like 2018. I gotta find the video. There's a video of me.
So Vinny, you really with music, you're still fresh, bro. This is not like a thing you've been doing for 20 years.
No, not at all.
So really, COVID is when you really got serious about it?
COVID actually was I think where I thrived the most. Honestly, I wouldn't say thrive the most. I think I'm thriving the most right now. But I think that was something that I had nothing but time back then. I mean, so did everybody, you know.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to learn how to sing. I'm still learning how to sing. You know, I'm still learning every day. But I had nothing else to do. You know.
So the singing part, like, did you just watch videos, or I mean, do you sing? I mean, I'm sure everybody sings in the car or in the shower. I get it, but you find you practice a lot your vocals.
During COVID, I used to work at a home healthcare delivery supply place. So we would. Like during COVID, I didn't have like the lockdown where I stay home and I
you were out
to
delivering stuff. Yeah,
the people in home healthcare need their stuff probably the most during COVID.
Right,
you know?
right.
So I was just driving. So we'd be driving everywhere, man. We'd go as far as the valley, and most of my days are just me driving by myself. So the whole time I'm just trying to match whatever is on the radio. Like, you know, whatever I'm playing or my music, I'm trying to just follow. And I'm like, well, if I don't hear a mess up, I'm probably doing all right. You know, so I had slowly kept doing that, and I still to this day have not gotten voice lessons. I terribly need them, but that's how I started to get where I'm at now. Right, was a lot of YouTube. Honestly, I feel like a lot of things is YouTube.
YouTube has, you know, I learned how to. I don't play anymore. It's a long story. I've said it before on the show, but you notice in the house we got a lot of guitars. Well, I used to dibble dabble a little bit on the guitar, right?
Dibble dabble.
Yeah, it's a new word. See?
It's a new word.
It's an old school. It's an old school word, right, man? I used to dibble dabble a little bit on the guitar, and I got shot in my hand, so I don't feel my left hand, so it's hard to play chords, and my fingers don't work the way they used to, right? But I learned from YouTube. Like nobody. I didn't take no guitar lessons. I used to call them. People's like, "Hey, where'd you learn how to play the guitar?" I said, "The professor." Professor who? Who's your? I said, Professor YouTube. You know, he helps out a lot of people.
YouTube University.
Yeah, YouTube University, man. So I just learned, you know, the basic chords.
Right.
And then I would watch other videos like, you know, down, down, up, down. You know what I mean? Just like little things like that. And you just get comfortable with it, changing the chords, and if it sounds good, it doesn't sound like shit, then you're doing all right.
You notice when you're doing it.
For sure.
Know, after your fingers are already bleeding, it sounds good.
Well, that was the first lesson of being a guitar player. You don't realize how much until you build those calluses.
It hurts. That's why it took me so long to learn, honestly. I would say my dad always had an acoustic guitar in the house, and that was one of the first ones that I picked up to learn how to play, and every time he'd show me, he's like, let me show you these 3 chords. And I do. I'm like, my fingers hurt. My fingers hurt.
After like 5 minutes,
yeah,
right?
Not even. So just that callus alone, it takes forever. Same thing with the drums. I mean, I don't I still play frequently, but I don't play as much as I'd like to. But I don't get to jam out as much. So if I have a show, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play the drums. My hands are bleeding by the end of the night because I don't have those calluses no more.
So Vinny, here in San Antonio, bro, I've always wanted to ask. I remember I asked Nate, and Nate was doing a lot of things. He had put out a brand new single. Matter of fact, I helped him do. I don't know if you remember when he did that little the Houston song. He did like a little promo for it, and it was like an old black and white video.
Oh yeah.
And the voice of the guy on TV, that's me.
Oh no way!
I did the
I didn't
voice.
know that.
I did the voice like the midnight matinee. I forgot how it went, but he asked me to do it, and it came out cool. But anyway, where I was going is like here in San Antonio, bro. I follow you guys on social media. You, Nate. I had him here too. Ghana.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah.
I had him here on the show as well. So, dude, you guys are fucking busy.
Yeah.
Like this. You guys are not like playing once a week. You guys stay consistently busy.
Yeah.
Dude, there's that many places to play in San Antonio that play country music.
Yeah. I mean, I think San Antonio is a very underrated place for country music specifically.
Really?
I think that there's plenty on a third, man, even Wednesday through Saturday, you can find live country music a lot in San Antonio.
Do you guys play a lot in Austin?
Not as often as we'd like to. I would say that the honest difference with it is they'll pay us a lot more, but also it's a lot more pay because we don't have to travel so far.
Right.
So I mean, typically what we're doing are like the 2-3 hour cover, like the dance hall sets that we call them.
Right.
So there's a lot of them here, but there's not that many over there. So I mean, of course, if we're gonna do an artist set, obviously,
Yeah.
we have done that, but
here you do more acoustic stuff.
I do a lot of acoustic stuff. Mostly every weekend, I end up having at least 1 or 2 shows with the band. We used to be the resident band on Wednesdays at Thirsty Horse. We did that for almost a year, honestly.
That's when me and Eddie were talking. He's like, I seen this guy somewhere, and I told him you probably seen him at, he's like, yeah, it was Thirsty Horse that he saw you guys.
Yeah.
And so you do have a band. I mean, whenever you call for a band,
I have my guys. I have my same 4 guys that I usually have, and if there's a different face, it's usually a guy who used to play with us. But it's just depending on everybody's schedule.
Who's available?
A lot of other guys also have their own projects and their other bands they play in and things like that. So
and it just really baffled my mind that how much work you guys had just here in San Antonio, bro. That's not including Pleasanton and Floresville and all these other places that do y'all go as far as Beeville or not? Have you ever played in Beeville?
I have not played in Beeville. I forgot who contacted me from Beeville. I forgot what place.
Well, you know what's weird? You guys are cliquish too.
What?
You see? That's why it's Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, bro.
What did he call
the country artists, we always here in the Tejano world. Sometimes you'll hear people in the on the social media. They'll be like, "Oh, the Tejano's very cliquish." So like,
cliquish. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh,
so what I mean is like, so for instance, if you're gonna see back in the day. It's
the
changed
clicks.
a little bit, right? So
I get exactly what you mean.
And I get it now. Now that I'm around it, I know why, right? Like if you're gonna see David Lee, you're probably gonna see Ladez. Like those bands were always together, right? Opening and closing.
Yeah.
And same thing for you guys. Like there's a group of y'all that kind of.
Yeah, there's definitely. I talk about it a lot with Nate. Nate De Leon was probably my first friend, like genuine friend in the country scene. Because when we both met probably right during COVID or after. But my first ever show I did, I played at over there in China Grove. It's a place called Mr. Jim's Trading Post over there. I did my first. I wanted to do like a big album release, but because I never did a show before, so this was at the time when I was still playing the drums and singing. So I did my show. We had an awesome like first turnout. And then somebody was like, "Hey man, you need to come back next Friday. We have a band playing." I'm like, "Oh, who?" Like, and they're like, "Oh, it's a guy named Nate De Leon. Like, I think you guys would hit it off. You should come check him out."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I've heard of him. Yeah." So then I came with some homies and we saw his show and he came up to me and we're like, we both did the like, "Oh no, we finally met."
Yeah.
type of thing. And man, ever since then, that Nate's been one of my best friends, man. And then
That's
me,
awesome.
me,
dude.
him, and we got all three of us with Jordan got close. And we
He's
had
on
another-
here. Nate's on there. He's on there right there.
Oh,
There
big
you
shout out
go.
Nate De Leon.
Hey,
Nathaniel.
he's been around the scene for a little bit now. He's a little crusty now. You know what I mean? You guys have been doing it for a little while. But you know what's really cool, dog? What's super cool is that, you know, you guys are all friends.
Yeah, man.
But you know what I love the most, bro? You're still part of our cultura.
Absolutely.
And you know, I have conversations with people everywhere we go. I love to talk to people, right? My wife's like, you never shut up.
My wife does the same thing.
Right. So we talk, and I tell people like Bump, you had country on. I'm like, well, yeah, bro. Those are our people.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they're doing country music, and if you're a Tejano fan, I mean, Ram's done it, Emilio's done it, like
yeah.
so many. Jay does
Jay
it.
does it,
Everybody does country music, right? I mean that's the country music goes hand in hand with Tejano music.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, a lot of people don't think about this, but I learned the hard way. In California, you go to a dance that's playing Mexican music. Me and my wife went to go see Ramon Ayala, I think, Intocable, one of those.
Mm-hmm.
So when we dance, how do you think we dance? We dance in a circle.
Yeah.
Right? You know, only Tejanos and like Chicano people do that, right?
I feel like just in general, that's a Texas thing. Because even in the country scene,
I won't say that because I lived in Florida for 5 years,
yeah?
and Florida does they because their roots are here.
Right.
Midwest, same thing. Their
Right.
roots come from here, but like in California, it's more Mexican, right? So the people dance to the music,
Yeah.
but they don't move. They don't go in a circle.
Yeah.
Where I'm going with it is that I think Tejanos grasp that from country music. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I mean, Tejano dancing is very, very similar to country
like
dancing,
I think
right?
the two-step is almost the same.
So it goes hand in hand. And being here from South Texas, and I'm speaking South Texas because that's where I grew up. That's where we're at now. Here in South Texas, Central Texas, some people don't like us
some
to
people
say,
don't like it. They
right?
were
Like
getting
say San
cut.
Antonio, you're not in
South
South Texas,
Texas.
right? But you know, being from here, it's part of who we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go to a playlist, you can go from Ramon Ayala to George Strait to Michael Salgado to David Lee Garza to Garth Brooks. You know what I mean? Like, you notice I just said the old dudes, right?
Yeah.
Because like country for me stopped in like 1990.
Ish.
97, I put I.
I'm a big 90s country fan.
Right.
I love 90s country.
It changed, but it brought me back. And where it brought me back is where you come into play. You brought me back is because that Texas country thing kind of like, I don't know, it was different, right? It kind of took like Southern rock and it blended it with country music. And it just had like its own, I don't know what you guys, people call it what, the red dirt. They call it red dirt music, Texas country.
It's Texas country because, I mean, when people call it red dirt is specifically more of like a Oklahoma thing where there's red dirt. There's no red dirt around us. So, I mean, but the style of genre is just really it's left hand and right hand.
Right.
It's so similar.
Who's your absolute favorite
Of all time?
of a country? We'll start with country music
Of all time?
of all time.
Definitely is a George Strait. I can
Okay.
definitely go back and forth with George Strait.
All right, hey, Vinny's still in the green, Doc. He's still in the green. He's still in the green. And when it goes to Texas country, who would be your guy?
I'm a really big Randy Rogers fan.
Fuck, dude, you can come back whenever the fuck you want, Vinny. Hell yeah, bro. Those are the same two that I have.
Yeah.
But I like Pat Green.
Pat Green's a lot. I'm a big Cody Johnson fan too. Cody Johnson.
Cross
from-
Canadian Ragweed when
Yeah.
when they came out. Like
they're awesome too. I love them.
a story of Cross Canadian Ragweed, Oceanside, California. They came and played at a theater.
What year is it?
This is in 2007.
Okay, this is like
2006, like they were prime time.
Yeah, that's like prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the place was packed, bro. 90% were military people from Texas. right? Because
It's always that way,
nobody
dude.
else knew.
It's always
you know
that
what I
way,
mean?
man, for sure.
So it was super cool. Well, you know what, dude? I told everybody to get their beers ready. Whatever. I think I got you talking enough. You think your voice is warmed up enough?
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. So here on Wacky Wednesday, especially when it comes to music like this, I like for you to play stuff that you think that's gonna, I know you got your own stuff, and we want to hear that. What is your absolute favorite George Strait song to play acoustically?
I think the one that hits the most probably is Cowboy Rides Away.
Fuck, we're gonna start out, dude. And there's no bottle of tequila in this motherfucker right now.
Uber Eats it.
No, I got tequila. It's just not in the room.
Oh, okay.
Don't give me that. Oh,
Hey,
tequila will
I
show
got the
up,
subscription for
homie.
Uber Eats. I'll get it here.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want, make sure you pop a top right now. You want to?
Yeah, let me grab the guitar.
Grab the guitar. There we go. And that's a Taylor too. That's the good shit right there.
Oh yeah, this is Old Glory right here, man.
What do you call it? Old Glory.
Old Glory.
Ah.
I got a couple guitars, man. Me. This is one of the first big purchases I ever made. Was this Taylor guitar?
Hey Eddie, fucking unprofessional mistake there, man. What happened?
You unplugged me.
It sounds great. No, this is the guitar one.
Oh, sir. Let me make sure this thing is tuned up.
Tune it up live, baby.
Tune it up live.
While you tune it up, I'm going to give some shout-outs. Shout-outs to Isaiah Rubio watching from he wants Nueces County. Let's fucking go. I heard that song earlier. That was raw right there. Let's see. I can't dance no country to save my life. Irene Barejo. Nick Tovar, Poteet Red Sand. So you're lying, bro. There is red dirt. It's red sand.
That's actually my cousin always trying to troll me, dude.
He's trolling you?
He's always trying to troll me.
Okay,
man.
I got you. Eustacio Tovar. Man, you got a lot of family, a lot of Tovars
that's
around
all
here,
cousin.
baby. That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's all my family, the
You know
Tovar
what?
family.
Un saludos to my cousin, dude. My primo, Gabriel Aguilon. He's the one that kind of pointed me towards you guys.
Oh, really? Big shout out to
A
him,
long
man.
time ago, dude. And he's from Fort Worth. He's like, you got to check this kid out. And
Texas.
that's when I started looking you up, and then I seen you live. I was like, oh, okay, this dude's legit, bro. This dude's legit. So, ladies and gentlemen, I told you guys probably get your napkins ready if this song hits a thing. But even if you're not a country guy, bro, if you're from Texas, everybody knows this song, bro. Cowboy Rides Away is the shit, dude.
This one goes out to anybody that you're missing that's up there in heaven.
Hell yeah.
I knew the stakes were high right from the start. When she dealt the cards, I dealt my heart. Now I just found a game that I can't play. And this is where the cowboy rides away. And my heart is sinking like the setting sun, setting all the things I wish I'd done. It's time to say goodbye to yesterday. This is where the cowboy rides away. And we've been in and out of love and in between. And now we play the final showdown scene. As the credits roll, a sad song starts to play.
This is where the cowboy rides away, and my heart is sinking like the setting sun, setting all the things I wish I'd done. It's time to say goodbye to yesterday. This is where the cowboy rides away. Oh, the last goodbye's the hardest one to say. This is where the cowboy rides away. Oh, little George Strait for you.
Shit. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Thank you.
You know what? You were jamming, bro. My head's always
Right.
going 100 miles an hour. And I think I told Nate, this dude, I forgot, bro. You guys are all homies, right? Most of y'all? I mean, is there, and this is Wacky Wednesday. We get the shit out of people all the time,
Oh man,
right?
fuck all of them.
Yeah. No. Is there a guy on the circuit that doesn't get along with the crew?
All of them. Yeah, fuck Nate, fuck Jordan, fuck Jerry.
Woo! No, hey, we're gonna have Jerry's coming. I think in a month or so. He'll be here as well.
Shout out. No, I was just kidding. Those are all my closest.
But
Some of my
bro,
closest
can you
friends.
imagine this show in a very intimate, even fucking here? We'll just like a circle
Yeah, I would love to.
and have all you dudes here like just drinking beer, cameras on.
Oh, we do it all the time. We just don't have cameras. That's all we need.
That's what I'm saying though. For people to just see like, right? We can't have a fire in here because we can't have fire. But
right.
I don't know. Maybe Eddie. Don't tell Eddie because he'll come up with something
Well,
or
Eddie will
some
figure
kind
it
of
out.
some.
Get niggas out, back up the truck.
We'll do the coal sparks, bro. The coal sparks will be on the whole time.
Just put the screen over here with the fire.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think it would be cool. I think it would be super cool, man. To to have you guys just kind of sit around, talk a little shit, play some badass music, because it's awesome, bro. Watching you play, bro. That's why I love to have you guys on the show, because for me, it's out of my realm. It's not something that I'm not uncomfortable doing, but it's not Tejano, right? So it's not something that I'm like always talking about,
Right.
So it gets me out of my comfort zone, but it's just awesome to see you guys doing what you love, bro. And that's what I told Nate too, like to
so
watch,
much.
to seeing you guys do what you do. Love. We had Chingao. I always forget their name, bro, and they were awesome. They're actually the nephews of La Mafia. They're Leonard's sons.
Oh, really?
Chase the Night.
Oh, that's right. No, I know those guys.
Yeah, we had Chase the Night. Chase the
yeah.
Night. So again, man, we kind of been, trying to do what we can to support you guys and show love that, hey, here the Tejano market as well is here, open arms for you guys.
Well, I really appreciate that, man. I feel like this year I've been receiving a lot more love from the Tejano scene than probably I ever have, which is a person who comes from it, who's I'd say I'm a product of it. I'll never forget where I come from and the things that I do. Like I said, I mean, I'm personally not fluent in Spanish.
Yeah.
Y hablo poquito, uno más entiende en inglés, but like I have such a love for all genres of music, especially Spanish. I could probably sing it more than I can talk it, but I love the Tejano scene, and I feel like there's a lot of it. I think just San Antonio itself has so much talent that is just on the rise, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. Vinny, have you ever been in a place, bro, where like you're jamming all the jams that you do on your set, and you just kind of feel like, dude, I could throw a Tejano song in this, and these people are gonna eat this shit up.
Oh, I do at least like 3 or 4 songs in my set.
Hell yeah. We'll save that for a little bit later because I know you guys are already like, tell them to play one. But un saludos to Mike Gonzalez watching from the Iconics.
Oh, Mike Gonzalez.
El hijo de Jimmy Gonzalez.
Huh? They're playing?
Yeah, Eddie, you gonna play
Get
Eddie,
the
or what?
next song.
No, man. If you guys joined us late, Vinny Tovar right here from San Antonio, Texas country music artist. Has been on the scene for 7.5 years.
I'd say so. Yeah, I would say I've been full-time musician like as a career. I just hit, I believe, my 4-year mark.
So Vinny, you don't work nowhere else?
No, this is all I do. This is all I do. The check is in the mail, right? I was kidding.
No, that's what do you call it, bro? That's crazy, man.
It's called being blessed and living the dream. I couldn't put in any better words. You know, I recently got back into the church.
Okay.
My sister-in-law and brother-in-law opened up their church called Embassy Church, and I went to their first service on Sunday. And they had a.
So this is real recent. This is like 3 days ago.
This is yesterday. But
hey, give me that beer. No,
let me finish it. But they had a special guest to run a service. His name is Apostle Jordan, and he specifically pulled me aside and he told me, the Lord has given you something with your hands to build from the ground up, and he has a point to prove to you that it's going to be bigger than what you think. And that could not explain anything more than what my career has been. I don't know how I got here. I was just talking to Jordan. I didn't know if you know, but me and Jordan are roommates. I was talking to him and I was like, man, I blink my eyes and it feels like yesterday I just picked up this guitar. I remember buying this guitar when I was 21 and I didn't even have anything, and I had to put that thing on payments. One of the first things I put on payments, and I remember, man, I hope I can make the next payment. And now, you know, I have everything that I have because of what I do with what I have. And I couldn't put it in a better way than I'm just blessed to be in these boots. It's the best way I can put it, man.
That's amazing. See, guys, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, to hear these guys talk and speak about their passion for music is awesome. And not that the Tejano artists come on here that they don't. I mean, they're very passionate about what they do. But I think when you do Tejano, it's expected, right? You're a Tejano, like you.
I am.
That's what you do. But you get put in different situations, right? A Tejano band is going to play where there's Tejanos there in the audience. Vinny Tovar is going to play in a bar that maybe sometimes they're not going to be allowed.
You know, I'll say, Bob, a lot of the biggest things, anything that's probably ever happened to me that was negative on stage, I won't name these places, but they have told me to stop playing in Spanish. Or but one thing I would say, I don't think I really play too much Tejano music because the songs I do are like cumbias or like norteños. It's also hand in hand. But they've told me a lot of times, they'll put me aside, stop playing that Tejano music. Like mid set, like they'll tell me that. They've told me that from, early on in my career. And still to this day, it happens at certain places. And I'm like, why am I going to stop when all night they won't dance and the one song they're going to dance to is that Tejano song? That Tejano song. You know what I mean?
Hey, you're going to open up a can of worms on Wacky Wednesday, bro. I'm going to start looking for these. Hey, Eddie, we're going to have to look for these places, bro. we're going to have to go look.
It's all right. They let me play anyways.
Speaking,
we'll look at the flyers.
Yeah.
We've been playing it.
Speaking of controversy, not that long ago, Vinny got caught in a little San Antonio social media controversy. You guys might have forgot, but I'm going to bring it back up. I didn't get the video. Me and Eddie were talking about it. I was like, Eddie, remember the video? And he goes, oh shit, that's right. I said, that's him. That's Vinny.
Yeah.
So Vinny, so if you guys didn't know, Vinny, tell us what happened, bro. It's easier for you to tell me.
Well, I was playing at a venue. I'll leave that nameless as well, but let's just say it wasn't a country bar. It was a rock and roll venue. And that place was a place that was brand new in town that I wanted to play at. That was actually one of the last times I played drums too. But we were having a good set. We had a lot of people there, and we kept getting a lot of word from their GM that he's like, yeah, it's okay, but y'all are just fucking loud. And I'm like, oh, like usually for somebody I never met, it's never like that, like forceful or, you know, just that head on like that. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll turn it down. Like you let me know. Cause you know, but off rip, he was just telling me like in sound check, turn it down. And I'm just like, this is a sound check. Like, let's get the levels and we'll turn it all the way down. So this is one of those nights where we were doing like we did like 3 sets, and we already did the first set. We go on to the next set, and we start, and I was like, you know what, dude? I was like, usually we end our first set with I forget what song it is. It's a Spanish song, but we were behind on our set, so I was like, you know, let's start with that song. And in my head, I'm like, ooh, this is the place where it's either gonna bite me in the ass or it's gonna turn out really good. And I was like, fuck it, you know, let's do it. We did it. It sounded cool. And the guy's talking to my bass player who he had, the iPad for the sound. So he keeps talking to him, and he's like, it's in his ear. And at the time, my bass player, I think he was sitting down because he had like his leg was broken or something like that. Uh-huh. So he's like trying to play. He's all, you know, crippled. And I'm like, why is he bothering him? What's the deal? And he's like, yeah. And then I'm playing the drums, so I have, you know, my ears in. But, you know, when you're playing the drums, you can feel the dum, dum, like from the subs. So I'm playing, and I don't feel the thump anymore. I'm like, somebody unplug us or something? And I was like, So anyways, we got done, whatever. And I went to my bass player. I was like, hey, like, did you turn off the subs? He goes, the guy said it was too loud. So I just turned off the subs. Cause I mean, at this point you can't even hear us. So I took my ears out when we were playing. I'm like, dude, you can't hear anything. You can't hear my voice. You can't hear the guitars. You just hear like drums, and I'm even playing light. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, no, fuck that. Like, this is too much. This is too low for a rock and roll venue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At that. So I was like, man,
was this place packed at the time?
It was a good decent amount of people. It was a small room. It was a room probably capped at like maybe like 100. We probably had like good 75 people in there. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, man, fuck that. Like, I'm gonna turn it back up. Like, it's not that, like, there's a certain level, and I feel like it was just a level of somebody being on like a power trip, and just like, I caught this guy on a bad day, in my personal opinion. I think that's what it really came down to. So anyways, I go, hey, can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me? And people are like, what? Because they can't hear me. I'm like, can y'all hear me out there? And people are like, no, like in the back, turn it up, like up. And a lot of people are, and I'm like, all right, yo, I'm gonna turn it up. We're just getting word from management that we're too loud. We just want to make sure everybody's happy. And that GM runs up to me. Runs up to me.
Hey, how did he run up?
I'm like, look at this fucking dumbass with his walk. Anyways, he fucking walks up to me, and he goes, I told you to keep it down. And I'm like, yeah, but people are like, they can't hear me. Like, what's the point of having us? If we're not being loud. So I'm like, what's the point, or whatever? And he's just going, he's getting red in his face. I'm just like, man, I'm like, just dude, you're like,
calm the fuck down.
Yeah, it
bro.
was like my first like kind of Karen interaction, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like, it's not
Karen.
honestly. So he's going off on me. He's going off, and I'm like, man, what's his issue? And I'm like, dude, like, and neither of us can hear each other because we're just talking. But he came up to me, and like my mic is wrapped like this around me, and I'm not going like this to talk to him. I'm talking because you're interrupting the set now.
Right.
So I'm just on the mic, and he's like, I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to turn it. I'll turn it up, but I'm not gonna turn it all the way back up. But I need to, they need to hear us. That's what the whole point is. And I was like, it's down. Even in that video, I'm like, it's down, brother. It's down. Like, he's still on me. Like, I'm like, kind of just like, all right, like, move. Like, let me get back to
doing what you're doing. Yeah.
And he goes, you have 5 seconds to shut the fuck up. And I was like, oh shit, I should shut up. But then I'm like, why the fuck should I shut up? Like, you're not my dad or something. Like, what are you talking to me like that? He
told you just like that?
Yeah, just like that. That's why I was like, what the hell, man? Like, I'm not your little kid or something like that. Like, who are you talking to? So I was like, man, he's like, I'm gonna unplug you then. And I was like, well, do what you got to do. And then you can start to hear like, and he's still arguing with me. And I don't know, the thing that blew my mind is he was trying to make a point. And he's like, I'm going to unplug you. And I was like, you better not touch my stuff because it's my stuff. It's not your stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He goes to like a random plug on the wall and goes, show's over. I don't know what he unplugged. He unplugged the fucking fridge or something. He didn't unplug me though. But he went like this and he went like that. But he made it a point in front of all those people to like embarrass me. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I was like, all right, yo, that's the show. I'm sorry. And he was like, boo. And then we got off. And then even people were starting to chant, let them play. Let them play. Let them play. And that guy just keeps walking away. And he's still like walking around. And I called him. I was like, hey, man, can I talk to you? And he goes, what the fuck? And he's trying to bicker with me. And I go, look, man, we just want to get paid and we'll get out of here. That's it. That's all it is. He goes, I'm not gonna fucking pay you just like that. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I don't understand what I did to you to get this, like, how this got so aggressive. And he's just like, no, man. Like, he's like, you want to get paid? Call the fucking cops. And I'm like, what are the cops gonna do? Like,
yeah, it makes no sense.
Like, you're trying to create, and why would you, as a person who runs this business, why would you want cops in here to disturb the peace? You know what I mean? It made no sense to me. I don't know, man. I think that guy was honestly on a power trip, but I really didn't think it was gonna take off the way it did. My wife had, she made a Facebook post, and another friend of mine, Hector, he was there, and he's like, man, fuck that dude. He's like, that's not okay, because he's a bar, and he owns a, I don't know if he still owns Gambler's Barnyard. That's where I met you.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's like, no, man, I'm gonna make a post. Like, fuck that guy, man. I'm gonna make a post. We'll make a post. We'll get people to pay us out. Y'all got it covered. Yeah. I'm like, man, it's not even about the pay. It's just about just what is this for?
Yeah.
Like
this being an asshole for no reason.
I didn't come here for this,
you
know? Yeah. So all that shit happened. And honestly, man, I was really down on myself. Because I've been in those situations, like I said, where they'll tell me, like, stop doing this, do that. And then now it's like, you're too loud. And I'm like, am I just losing my voice now? Like, is everything just, am I getting stepped on constantly? And like, I kind of thought, I'm like, well, was this because I played a Spanish song? Because that's what happened right before he got up to me. I was
okay. So let's back up. Did he start acting like an asshole the whole time before?
He was getting more and more angry, but it seemed like at that point
that was a trigger.
But I don't know if that's what triggered him. Who knows? I don't want to point fingers.
Somebody's already like, tag him so we can avoid this establishment.
Oh man, it was.
Bottom line,
it was a little bit of a PR nightmare. I don't know, a little bit, but it worked out amazingly.
Did you get paid?
We got paid and then some
from the establishment.
From the establishment,
because usually the general manager is not the owner.
No. We had a nice talk, and then my good friend Jerry De Leon, man, he went out of his way to make sure that we got taken care of. He had basically like a GoFundMe. He made shirts that said "Turn Up for Vinny." And he sold out, and he's like, "Hey man, this is all yours." Like he came. Well, we had the big show. I mean, after that had happened, my wife posted it on Facebook, and then we started getting a lot of reactions, and then people were, I think they were everybody saw it, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna write bad reviews."
Yeah,
it got so bad that the company took off they disabled the reviews because there was like their stars went all the way to 1.
Oh, damn!
So it was like the whole company was reaching out and whatever. Of that place, and they apologized and things like that. Which I wasn't looking for an apology. I was just looking to take care of my guys because that's what I'm worried about.
Turn up for Vinny, huh?
Yeah, and that's Jordan started that damn thing. Jordan made it seem like I was locked up or something. Jordan made it seem like they arrested me because it was going around. Jordan was like, boo, turn up for Vinny. Like hashtag turn up for Vinny, and then everybody started using that. Like Jordan started like a movement, and it really became a movement. And I really saw a lot of people's true colors about they felt about me. A lot of people that I did not think would have my back really stepped up. A lot of my friends and colleagues.
Well, probably, bro, because they put yourself in your shoes, bro. I mean,
yeah.
You know what I mean? They play. You know what I'm saying? They know what it feels like to go and set up and do a sound check and be there all day. And then. For you to get turned off, not because of what something you have done.
Right.
They made you turn off, and then they're not going to pay you no manches.
Man. It was. It felt very. I was kind of embarrassed at first because a lot of the people, my wife posted it on her TikTok, and on her TikTok, that's the one that reached like 500,000. And then
that video of the whole thing,
the altercation, yeah. And then I had posted it, and it reached like 250,000. So it was going, and it was like, this is like in a span of 2 days. This is not like a month or anything like that. So it was going so fast, and I really didn't know what to do because I'm like, man, a lot of these people in these comments are talking shit like these people are not going to want to hire you because you're acting like a bitch, like you're not following rules. You should read your contract. And I'm like, first off, there's none of that had anything to do. There was no contract like that. There was no this or that.
Speaking of contracts, on most of these places you guys play in San Antonio, it's more of like, hey, Vinny, this is how much you're going to pay you. Show up.
It's more or less like, you take care of me, I'll take care of you. But then, the moment, there's moments where we can't make it or things like that, and that's fine. But it's like, if you treat the venues good, they treat you good. It's a hand in hand thing. A lot of these places are on a handshake deal. And I'm a big person on having that trust with everybody in my circle.
Yeah.
I have a handshake deal on almost everything, but I'm just a man of my word that I won't disappoint. I will give it my best shot, and that was something that was one of those things where it was like, now people's opinions are in here, in the room, and now it's going out on a viral moment, and I'm like, well, this is kind of scary. But the turning point of all that was, I think it was Pedro from 104.5 Latino. I believe was it him that reached out?
It was him and Alec from KJ.
And Alec from KJ97. They reached out to Azteca Ranch, my label, and they were like, we hate that happened to Vinny. That's so unfair, whatever. So then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we have you interview lined up with Randy Carroll. I was like, Randy Carroll?
Hell yeah.
We have all the, and then, you're going to go and you're going to go on 104 and you're going to have like a long form interview. And, and I've never been on the radio. And that was my first time ever being on the radio.
As an interview, your
As
music,
an interview and my music. My music has never been on the radio until that point.
really?
Mm-hmm.
So
Not that I knew of.
So it was a blessing. Like
It was a blessing. It really was. It was a low that got to a high. It was something I had to wait for the storm to calm.
How did that feel, bro, to hear your music on the radio, bro?
I didn't get to hear myself because it was in time.
Right.
But the first time I did hear was recently. The ranch put out a big collab with all the guys from the ranch for a cover of Anybody Going to San Antonio by I think it's Texas Tornadoes is what we went after. But that's one that I actually got to hear in the car type of thing. And when I was younger, when I was a little kid, I don't know what it was. Maybe KDA or KXTM back in the day when my dad's band Los Tovares, they had a song that was like #1 for like the week. Mm-hmm. And I remember all of us piling in
The car.
And I remember being in my car seat that we would just turn on the car, sit in the driveway and listen to the song. And we'd be like, yeah, we'd cheer. And, when I finally had the moment of me being in my car, I was in there by myself, man. And genuinely, I shed a tear because I was like, wow, like I've waited for this moment since then. I think this is one of those things I was chasing this entire time that I didn't know I was chasing.
That's badass, dude.
Yeah, man.
So it definitely, something crazy turned into something positive. That's cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, you got people in the thing, and of course, I already heard you sing "Cowboy Rides Away." We got, again, you got to remember, most of my fan base is Tejano, right?
Right.
So they're like, "Hey, can we get Vinny to sing some Tejano, man?" So hashtag let him sing.
Hashtag let him sing.
Hashtag play some Tejano. Hashtag turn up for Vinny.
Oh, shout out to all the hashtaggers in the house.
Little hashtaggers, damn it, boy. What's one of the Tejano songs that you sing on your set?
Probably like an older Intocable song.
Acoustically.
Yeah, I could probably fuck it up. Yeah, let's see.
Shit. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have them do a Tejano song right here, right before one of our commercial breaks. Everybody tuning in, if you're tuning in late, again, my guest this evening is Mr. Vinny Tovar, right here from San Antonio. Everybody watching on YouTube and Facebook, thank you guys so much. Vinny, Intocable, huh? You go big or go home.
Go big or go home, honestly. Go big or go home.
Well, before you play that, I'm gonna give me a drink. I gotta give me a drink.
Somebody get him another michelada.
You don't want to even know what's in this thing right here, man.
I'll have what he's having.
Let us know how it sounds, ladies and gentlemen.
¿Qué más quieres de mí? Si ya todo te di, te de mi cariño, de mi confianzas, de mi calor. ¿Qué más quieres de mí? Mi vida te la di por tan solo un minuto, por tan solo un poquito de tu gran pasión. ¿Y todo para qué? ¿Todo para qué? ¿Para qué tanto amor? ¿Para
pero no me arrepiento sin cada momento. Me hiciste feliz y todo para qué.
Yeah, hell yeah. Man, we better be lucky ain't no tequila. I'm telling you right now, that would have been 3 tequila shots in that jam right there.
We're 3 tequilas behind.
Hey, bro, you know what, dude? What's cool is that you made that song yours.
Thank you.
Everybody knows Todo Para Que. I mean, that's a classic song, but you own that song, your style, had like a little country twang to it. It was cool, man. It was cool.
Bro.
So, ladies and gentlemen, again, let us know how it sounds out there. I think it sounds great in my ears, but by the time it makes it to you guys, sometimes people are like, "Oh, the guitar's too loud," or "This is too." Let us know how it sounds. I think it sounds great. But Luke Salas, get yourself a beer, son. Get yourself
Luke,
a
shout out
beer.
Luke, that's my bass player.
There you go. Luke, Desi Betancourt Garcia watching from Chicago, Illinois. Joe Gonzalez. Josh Martinez. Sounds great. Bumper, get the drums. Hey. Bro. Nah, we can't do it today.
Yeah, you can.
No. Last time we had Eddie on drums. We got a cajon down here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we got a
It looks plugged into me.
but we're using we're using it for a stand. We're using it for a stand. Ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't do our show every week in and week out, without the help of some of my great friends. And make sure you guys are going out there supporting these businesses that support Tejano music and support Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.
Mira, aquí hay varios casitas bien bonitas. And not just here, by the way. Not just here. Anywhere. Namás haz reach out. Maybe north side, south, east, west. Namás puro reach out vibes. Suavecísimo. Bien, mira, casa chingón y casa bien chingón, mira.
Hey guys, it's Leo Correa with Grupo La Calma and Internet and Marketing Manager here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine Center in Odessa, Texas. Our General Manager, Mr. Anthony Patterson, a huge fan of Tejano music. So we are proud to announce that we are proud sponsors of the Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Every Wednesday, guys, if you know anyone, family member, friends that is in the market right now, make sure you come by and visit us here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine Center in Odessa, Texas. You can visit us online, www.ronhoover.com. If you're in the market for a fifth wheel, we have both C classes, A classes. We have travel trailers, everything that you need to make memories with your family. Come by over here. We're located at 1529 East 2nd Street. 1529 East 2nd Street here in Odessa, Texas, or give me a call. Our cell phone number is 210-906-3796. We're here for you guys, and come by and see why everyone's talking about Ron Hoover of Odessa, Texas, your West Texas. Yes, guys. Vámonos.
Are you a disabled veteran unsure if you're receiving all the benefits you deserve? Contact Just for Veterans, Coach Retired Sergeant Major United States Marine Corps, Oscar Ornelas at 951-388-4072. With a deep passion for serving veterans from all branches, he specializes in VA ratings to ensure you receive what you've earned for serving our nation. At Just for Veterans, getting your disability claim processed is now straightforward, thanks to our veteran design system. Don't delay. Book your consultation today with Oscar Ronellis at 951-388-4072. Remember to mention you've seen this ad on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Just for Veterans, if you don't win your claim, you don't owe us anything. Your benefits matter, and we're here to help.
Hey, and if you're looking to protect your home, man, after you buy it from my good friend Ricky Ray, hit up my girl Di Marie at 210-837-8623. That's 210-837-8623. If you're looking to, put cameras in your home, just secure your home, man. We live in a different world nowadays. And then you have a beautiful Tejano music vocalist come to your house and sell you a package deal. Not only does she do Vivint, to protect your home, she also does solar as well. So if you're looking to put solar panels on top of your house, let her know. She'll make it happen. 210-837-8623. And tonight's show is brought to you by my good friend at Salazar Promotions, man. We got a big show coming up in October there in Beeville, Texas. You guys stay tuned for that. So un saludos and a big thank you to our good friend Frank Salazar from Salazar Promotions for helping out with Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Oh, I'm supposed to start talking now? No. It's because there's a delay over here, bro. Yeah. So it throws me off. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the show. We're here live in San Antonio with my good friend, Mr. Vinny Tovar, Texas country music artist. If you guys haven't checked him out, he's got an awesome YouTube channel. It has cool videos. I love the Lowrider one. That's your most recent one, right?
That is my latest single right now, Worth the Wait. Yes, sir.
Worth the Wait.
Yes, sir.
I like it. Matter of fact, I was jamming that one today as I was dropping my son off to, I tell people whoever I'm going to have, I try to like jam their music to kind of get a kind of a feel of the artist. But Vinny, your music is super cool, bro. A lot of sad.
Yeah.
you got your heart broken a lot about that?
I think that's just where I find to be creative. Worth the Wait is definitely the curve where I wanted to do not what I've been doing. Because it's been one of those things where I was getting decent traction, and a lot of like Texas country that I do listen to, it's pretty sad. A lot of the stuff that I listen to is a lot of like Coetzel, Randy Rogers, and those songs are pretty sad. So I guess it's the inspiration where I'm like, oh, I can have my own spins on things like that,
Are you a fan of dry humor? Yeah, no,
I guess.
you ever heard what happens when you used to play like heavy metal backwards? Right? People used to say it sounds like the devil. It was like devil worship music and stuff like that when you would play it backwards. You remember that, Eddie?
Yeah.
Back in the day, right? They would play the music backwards and you can hear the devil. You know what happens when you play country music backwards?
What?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
You get your house back. You get your wife back. You even get your damn dog back.
Get your things back together. Oh, yeah. I have heard that. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. Little dry humor. So, Vinny, what possesses you to just to continue to follow your musical dream, bro? Like, do you see yourself being able to grow from where you're at? I mean, you get comfortable playing here in San Antonio. You play all the local scene. When are you always dreaming to get out of the local scene and to go?
Yeah, I've done it quite a bit. Next month, actually, we're actually playing in Mexico. Next month, we'll be playing in Saltillo. Yeah.
What the for real?
Yeah, it's there's a like a Wrangler rodeo out there that we're playing out there.
Who else is going to that place?
I don't know. I think it should. All I know is me so far.
You by yourself or the band?
The band, yeah, like the whole thing. Yeah.
You got your passport and all that?
You don't need the passport to cross, do you? If you're
no, but ahorita el promoter's like, cancel that motherfucker.
Oh, I got my passport. I go anywhere.
Well, you better make sure your band has their damn passport, right?
That's what I told them, yeah.
No, man. So we're getting you ready, dude.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting you ready. You're going to be ready to go by the time you get there. You're going to be like, there you go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Un saludos from Charco Town. Oh, Charco Town. Okay. My good friend Rick Reyes. Let's see. Y'all can catch him at the 151 Saloon. Bumper Vinny jams to Desvelado. You play Desvelado too?
Yeah, I did Desvelado.
Damn. Hey, what have you been to any concerts lately? Have you been to any?
Where did I go recently? What was the last one? I actually saw Randy Rogers last Thursday. Jordan actually opened up for him.
How was that for him, dude?
Man, as a friend, man, I'm so proud of him for that, man. That's something that we all dream of. Guys, we jam constantly.
Randy Rogers is the epitome of freaking Texas country, bro.
Yeah, man, he's the king.
We're gonna have him in here one day.
Hopefully, we work on that. We can work on that.
We're gonna speak that into existence.
Yeah, definitely. I hope. I've met him.
He's only right here in New Braunfels.
Yeah, he is. I've met him probably about 2 times. Him and Wade Bowen, super nice guys.
Which is the guy that's half Mexicano? Is it Wade Bowen? No.
Who? William Beckman.
William Beckman, but there's another dude. There's another dude from San Diego, Texas, around that area.
San Diego, Texas.
No. It'll come to me in a
Who's from
minute.
San Diego?
It's
Texas?
not Wade Bowen.
No.
JR.
No.
We're all saying all kinds of names. It'll come to me in a minute. He sings that song with his dad. I don't know if his dad wore like an old flat top. And his dad would come on and sing.
Oh, Roger Krager.
Roger Krager. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy. See,
Yeah.
I gave you little charades
Yeah.
and you figured out who it was.
Trivia night on Wacky Wednesday.
No, but I think, again, you know, the fact that you're chasing that dream, bro, is super, super awesome, dude.
Thank you, man.
You know what I mean? Country music is it's Texas,
Yeah.
right? It's who we are. Growing up in high school, dude, was the country music scene your thing, or did you grow up listening to all kinds of music?
I've always had, I think I had like the phase early, like in middle school, like the rock phase where I still listen to a lot of that stuff, but where I was like super into like Slipknot and like A Day to Remember, those real heavy bands. But I grew up, you know, especially with my dad being in the scene, that the house was full of Tejano and country music a lot. My mom was a big country fan and 90s country. When I do my acoustic sets, I do a lot of 90s country. So yeah, I mean, the 90s country is probably my favorite decade of country music.
Country music, yeah.
But in high school, you know, honestly, what I was listening to a lot of like Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, the guys that were hot. I mean, that was like their hot prime
Florida
time.
Georgia line.
No, I wasn't a Florida Georgia line guy. I much respect to them, but none of the boy band type of stuff. But that honestly in high school was when I did discover Cody Johnson and Randy Rogers. That was like something like I remember. I think around high school is when "By Myself a Chance" came out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I remember, I think the summer after my senior year, I think we went to Floors, and Cody Johnson was opening up for Randy Rogers. Yeah, that's how I was like, man, Cody Johnson's like, you know, on worldwide tour right now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Those guys are to see it on that, you know, it's one of those things that
You saw him when he was here. Now to see him fill up stadiums and shit like that.
I don't know if you've heard of Zach Top. I don't know if you've heard of him, man. That's the guy who's bringing back that 90s country sound. But me, Jordan, and
people dig it, Vinny.
Oh yeah, that guy's hottest right now. You ask a lot of people, they're doing interviews with people like, who's your favorite artist? And there'll be other country artists, be like Zach Top.
Really?
Yeah, I love that guy's music.
Hey, to everybody watching, what was your favorite 90s country music? Like, I think one of the songs that wow, man, what was his name? I don't even think he sang. He more like talked through the songs.
What song is it?
I think him and his brother were both in country music. He's a big, tall dude, man. I can't think of the damn name right now.
Sing it.
No, hell no. Or the song Paint Me a Birmingham.
Oh, Tracy Lawrence, yeah.
Dude, I
love Tracy Lawrence.
love Tracy Lawrence.
There's so many badass Tracy Lawrence songs.
Tracy Lawrence's music.
He's got a badass podcast right now. Have you seen his podcast?
No.
He's got all like the new country guys on there. He does it from his tour bus. It's called, I think it's called TL's Roadhouse. It's on YouTube. It's a badass.
Tio, like T-I-O?
TL, like his initials.
TL.
Yeah.
Yo, Tio.
Tio.
Fucking last
Tio
I want to
Tracy.
make everything fucking Oh, my goodness. Ricky Van Shelton, Mark Chestnut. Keith Whitley.
Keith Whitley. Well, Keith Whitley. I feel like Keith Whitley's like from the 80s, but.
Lies. Backstreet Boys was your favorite.
Everybody. Yeah.
You know when we were in Milwaukee 2 weekends ago, they were playing. Right, Eddie? On the Saturday night?
Saturday.
The back, they didn't play at the Mexican Fiesta, but
they were there after David Lee.
They figured like, oh, we're gonna have all the Mexicans here. We gotta have something for everybody else.
We gotta occupy
so
the town.
they had the Backstreet Boys. Tracy Lawrence, I couldn't agree. Ricky Van Shelton.
Mark Chestnut's a good one. That's like a lot of his stuff.
Let's see. ¿Cómo se llama el vato who wore the skinny jeans before skinny jeans were cool?
Dwight Yoakam?
Dwight, see? He is a fucking country. There you go. Right? And he still wears those tight jeans, right?
Yeah, I think he's putting out a song with Post Malone.
Somebody posted that they were like on horseback.
Yeah, they were riding horses through Broadway. That was like, what the hell? I like that new Post Malone project. Have you listened to it? His new country one?
No, he's
Man,
good.
it sounds like a lot of 90s influence.
Let's go a little bit back to San Antonio's nightlife or country scene. And did you know that Austin? This just came out the other day. Bumper's full of useless knowledge, guys. Did you guys know that Austin was rated the #1 nightlife in the world?
Really?
Stop to think about that. I mean, it could have been just this article, maybe somebody, I don't know. But from what I read, it was #1 for nightlife in the world. And I don't really go to Austin, dude. Like, I've been to Austin a few times, like to go to UT game or...
The only time I go there is I go see comedy there.
On 6th Street?
Yeah, they have... Joe Rogan has his comedy club there.
But do they have country music like they do in Nashville, like in every...
No, because, you know, especially like on 6th Street...
But they say it's a live music capital.
See, that's what I've never really understood, because every time I've been, I haven't really seen very much music in the past, I don't know, since I've been 21 to go out. I see a lot of small acoustic acts, but it's more or less like guys are just kind of flies on the wall that, you know, because everybody's bar hopping on the 6th Street. I mean, unless you go to like the Broken Spoke or one of these like traditional places, of course, that's where you're going to find it.
What's the music place that everybody wants to play there at least once in your life?
In Austin or in general?
Austin City Limits, right?
Oh, yeah. ACL, yeah.
If you make it to ACL, you made it?
Yeah, man. I watch a lot of... I was recently watching the Texas Tornado at Austin City Limits. When they used to have them on like PBS.
Late at night, like at 11 o'clock at night, it'd come on midnight.
Be some of the coolest things, yep.
Hell yeah. Well, Vinny, you want to play one of your songs, bro?
Sure.
Since you're wearing you got the Dwight Yoakam vibe going on. No, but not the greatest.
I'm like, I am?
I'll shut up a little bit. I know people want to. Josh Baca plays in Austin as well. Okay.
Shout out to Josh. I was just hanging out with Josh a couple.
That dude's wild too, right?
That guy's a shot of tequilas. I'll tell you.
That's what he is.
I think to me, Hot Tamale. What is his band?
Hot Tamales.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, which one should I play.
One of yours, bro.
Did somebody? You said somebody requested. Oh, you know what I could do? I'll do the one that you opened up the show with. This is "Leaving with My Heart." That actually have this song out with my friends from La Maquinaria Norteña. This is that was their first ever time doing English.
How did that happen? Before you play, how did that?
Well, you know, I was telling you earlier how I had this song and I wanted it to have breakdown, like songs have like boom, 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 like a rock breakdown.
Yeah,
I wanted a cumbia breakdown. Yeah, I don't know, man. I wanted to do something that I hadn't heard before. I wanted to make music, so
yeah.
I originally had this song already set to be put out, and it was already going to be put out. And then I think the week of it being come out, I was telling, I'm really good friends from Adrian from La Energía Norteña. And I thought that we would have hit him up, but there was a lot of like back and forth of like studio time and stuff like that. And I was like, man, I'd love to like shoot. Like I said, I met Jesse Turner and I was like, man, maybe I should. And I got kind of shy to try to pitch him the idea when I met him because
I know a guy that might know that guy.
Yeah.
I know a guy that might know that guy that could talk to that guy. So let me ask you.
Yeah.
Would you still be interested in doing a country collab with Jesse Turner?
Oh, I would love to do that. You know, when you were saying earlier what I was listening to in high school. So I was going through like the Slipknot thing, the country thing. And that's when Signo, I think, I don't know if that was the right year, but that's when I was listening when then like, Ya no me importa. Yes, like all those. I think that like one of the first ones too, the covers I heard was like when they did El Perdón. And man, I'm still a huge Signo fan, you know, because I'm a big drummer fan, so I'm a big Joey Jams fan.
I got you.
And I was following them, and man, I would. That's probably one of the bands I've seen the most, if I'm being honest.
Signo?
Yeah.
Really?
I remember seeing them almost as much as they'd be in town, I'd see them.
Well, Jesse Turner, if you so happen to come across Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, I don't know why you would, but if you do.
Somebody send him tag him.
Somebody tag him. Somebody tag his ass in the comments. Jesse Turner.
Thanks for the headphones.
Yeah, thank you for the headphones.
I'd like some headphones,
he got some headphones. But that would be cool, bro.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool. I think you guys would vibe.
I think so too. So the whole thing with Maquinaria was super random. So my manager, Güero Escamilla. He manages Los Pescadores del Rio Conchos, and they're always on tour with Maquinaria. So he's really good friends with Tony from Maquinaria, who is the drummer that's now the singer. And they were out, and I don't know what made it cross my mind that I was like, dude, what if we got Maquinaria? Like, what do you think? What do you think? Or you know what actually happened? I actually came across an interview of them. They were getting ready. It was like an old interview where they're getting ready to play the Houston Rodeo. And the news is having an interview at their ranch. And Tony is saying, I'm actually a big country fan. You know, I love the norteño where I come from, but I'm a big country fan. And I think that one day I'd like to put out a country song. And I remember I saw that, and so I was like, hey, what if you think I can? And I was just saying it just to say it. And then maybe about like a couple days later, he's like, hey, I sent it to him. He's like, yeah, bro, just send me the track. So then we kind of all were like, oh shit, well, should we pause the first song? Because we already had it in motion. It was all in motion to put the song out. And I'm like, oh shit, this is like probably the biggest feature I'll ever have. And I mean, I never thought that. You know, I've seen Maquinaria play at the San Antonio Rodeo. Yeah. So I'm like, this is fucking crazy. Like they want to, and they're like, yeah, no, dude, let's do it. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
So they were actually cutting some stuff here in San Antonio. In like a week, they're like, no, dude, it'll work out perfect. We'll be in San Antonio in 2 weeks. We'll go there and we'll just cut it. So they're like, you know what, put that one out. And I got on the phone with him and he was like, yeah, bro, I like it. I get like a 90s country vibe from the song. And I kind of like how you're talking a little shit. It's a little bit different. Like, it's cool.
Got really cuss words in it.
Yeah, this is a potty mouth song. But he was like, yeah, no, man. And I wanted to, since they were going to collab, I really wanted a big embrace of them. And they were like, no, your style is what we want to.
They want to do.
They want to do. They're like, we don't want to be a Maquinaria country song. We want to be one of your songs that we're just on. Yeah. Which I was so flattered. I'm like, are you sure? Because we can change this however you want.
It's a big time group, bro.
Yeah. So I was like, all right. So, you know, I went into the studio. They're like, yeah, I think they were playing here at El Corona that night. And they came and they were in the studio all day. And I went, and that's the first time I met him. He's like, oh yeah, bro, like it's done. And they played it. And they already had the accordion and the sax and the vocals was already done. I'm like, oh shit, like I didn't even need my input. And the way that it is how they had it. And I was like, honestly, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I like it, you know. If y'all like it,
you weren't gonna say, hey man, I don't like this. Let me change this.
Yeah, they'd be like, hey, you're singing it wrong. That's not right. I'm not gonna tell them that. But gracias a Dios, man, I'm very blessed that those guys were so welcoming and so nice. A lot of the guys from the norteño sax scene have showed me so much love, man. I've shared the stage with Energia. That's one of the biggest shows I did. I played with them at the HEB Center in Austin, the arena.
Shitload of people.
Yeah, the arena. Yeah, and that was my first time ever doing an arena. And man, I don't remember because
how many people?
It was like 5
or 6 grand. 5 or 6.
$6 grand, yeah, that's what I got paid.
5 or 6,000.
Yeah, something like that. It was the biggest crowd I ever did. So, yeah, man, I'm very grateful that
that Mosca off your beer. We got a special guest tonight. He's called the Mosca. Well, let's hear it, bro.
Yeah, well, this is a song I got out with La Maquinaria Norteña. You go check it out. This one's called "Leaving My Heart." She gave me back all my clothes, slammed the door and said goodnight. I could be wrong, but I really think that I fucked it up this time. A couple Lone Stars and whiskeys and me and the boys are feeling fine. She called me up for one more goodbye. I said I'd rather not this time. I'd sell my soul to rock and roll just to get her off my mind. But the devil ain't biting yet, and I feel like I'm wasting the Lord's time. We kiss and make up, we fight, then we fuss, and somehow call this love. The hardest part is knowing that we're done. I thought I was enough. She packed up her stuff and gave me back the key. I never thought it'd end like this. Now she's leaving with my heart. I
woke up in a stranger's bed, throbbing head filled with regret. 20 missed calls, I thought she wanted me gone. Why is she messing with my head? Cause looking back, I wish we never met. But I guess that's what my dumb ass gets for trusting you again. You'd get under my skin, nothing my buddy Jack couldn't fix. We kiss and make up, we fight, then we fucking somehow call this love. The hardest part is knowing that we're done. I thought I was enough, she packed up her stuff and gave me back the key. I never thought it'd end like this. Now she's leaving with my heart. Se fue con mi corazón. She's never coming back. And we kiss and make up, a fight, then we fucking somehow call this love. The hardest part is knowing that we're done. I thought I was enough, she packed up her stuff and gave me back the key. I never thought it'd end like this. Now she's leaving with my heart.
Hell yeah. I'm dying of laughter, bro, because I'm following along down here, and it puts the words out, right?
Oh, really?
Right? And so when you say the cuss word, it actually puts stars. You notice that, Eddie?
Oh.
Yeah, when you do the, what is it called, the bottom? The captions?
The auto captions?
Yeah, the auto captions. And when you say the F word.
I guess I say it pretty clear.
Yeah,
that's the one word I'm saying pretty clear. Part of my language. Sorry about that.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Vinny Tovar right here from the big city of San Antonio, playing our awesome, amazing Texas country music. I'm having a blast. We're drinking beer. We're having a good time. I hope you guys are having a great time. We got a lot of things happening, man, here in the near future. We want to keep you guys up to abreast with everything that's going on in the Tejano music scene. You know how we do it here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. And with that being said, Eddie, what do we got? Right. So here on the 20, what is that, Eddie? The 29th. The 29th, right? We're going to have a plate sale fundraiser for our good friend, right? Mr. Richard Rashawn Lopez, right? Live music from 2 to 10 at the Social Spot, Sunday, September 29th. It's to raise money for him and his battle that he's going through. He's going to have several artists out there, the Desperados, Jay Perez. Who else, Eddie? I can't. That's really far to see.
It's right there on your computer.
You see
the binoculars out.
Wow. I still can't see, fool. It's too close. No, he's gonna have some. Can you see him, Eddie, or no?
Leon Sanchez, Finding Friday, Enchanted Vision.
There you go. See, that's it. I'm gonna
Jay
get
Perez and Ricardo Castillo.
There you go, right there. So you got to check it out, man, on the 29th. That's a Sunday, I believe. You guys go check it out from 2 to 10, live music. That's not the only fundraiser going on. We got another fundraiser, a good friend of ours out there. Stick with Rick, man, our good friend Rick Bella from Marcos Orozco Camp. He's going to be also having a benefit concert the same exact day. But we're showing love to both, man, because they both mean a lot to us here at Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Sunday, September 29th. Stick with Rick. His is going to be at the R&J Saloon. $15 a person, $25 a couple. And again, it's to raise money for Rick, who's battling a cancer battle. And so you're going to have Marcos Orozco, Ram Herrera, Mike Gonzalez, and the Iconics, Texas Latino. And, of course, all the way from Seguin, Texas, the Conjunto Cats will also be there. So it's a great lineup, man. Make sure you guys go out there and support September 29th. Again, $15 a person, $25 a couple. Look forward to seeing everybody out there on that Sunday showing love to these guys. And then here in September, the day before, September 28th, we're going to be in Gibsonburg, Ohio. When I say we, of course, that's a lot of people.
Far.
Lucky Joe and the band, they're all going to be out there with our good friends, La Traición Vicio, sponsored by our friends, Familia Mancha in Ohio. They're an awesome family Benny, we're gonna try to get you up there with Familia Mancha, bro. Bring
me
some
out there,
country
bro.
music up to Ohio.
I got
we're gonna be out there
30 minutes, Spanish songs.
in Gibsonburg, Texas, man. I'll be out there hosting. It's gonna be a great time. Looking forward to seeing everybody out there. And again, all my great friends from La Familia Mancha and all our friends that we made last year there in Williams Park in Gibsonburg, Ohio. Can't wait to see everybody out there. And we're also sponsored by H. Jimenez Bajo Quintos, man. Can you play a Bajo Quinto?
Is that like the 10 string?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever have.
There you go.
Look at
You
that.
might know
Legend
that guy
right
right
there,
there.
man. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Max Baca getting down like James Brown right there on a H. Jimenez Bajo Quinto. But big thank you to H. Jimenez for sponsoring Bumpers Wacky Wednesday and giving us our very own Bajo Quinto that we keep right behind me for when people show up that play a Bajo. we give it to them so they can play it. So un saludo to everybody, all our friends at H. Jimenez Bajo Quintos. And then Gilbert Alemán, the Gipster. Who makes your merch, dog?
Jerry DeLeon.
Jerry DeLeon. Okay, well, we won't talk about Jerry DeLeon.
no.
We'll
Like I
talk
said,
about Gilbert Alemán, the Gipster. 832-546-5856. If you're a small business, you're an artist, you're just trying to, get some stuff on a T-shirt, on a cup, on a koozie. Hit up my boy Gilbert Alemán, 832-546-5856, and make sure you let him know that Bumper sent you. Damn, Eddie, we're smooth today, dog. Well, you were. I wasn't. What's going on, San Antonio? Where are you guys tuning in from? I saw earlier we got people watching from Chicago, from Ohio, from California, Florida, Arizona, New Mexico, of course, here in Texas. Tell Vinny to play another night out. Chingas, ese ain't vato that was asking for Tejano. You know Mikey Gonzalez?
Mikey Gonzalez, Hondo, Texas. Heck
You know
yeah.
that guy right there. You know him?
Yeah, that's what we're Mikey.
Hey, that guy, he watches the show a lot, man.
Oh, yeah. Big shout out to Mikey, man.
To Mikey, man.
Good homie of ours, man.
Let's see. What up, Vinny? Eugene Phillips.
Eugene, what's up, brother?
You know Eugene?
El Conguero.
El
Like, he's
Conguero?
on the congas.
Does he sing?
I think so. I don't know. I know he plays the congas. Last time he talked to me, he's like, hey, bro, you need a conguero.
So you play guitar, you play congos.
Congos? Excuse me?
That's it. No more. You play guitar and you play the drums, right? What else do you play?
That's good.
The the congos?
I say with myself, but
Oh my goodness, man.
No, it's mostly those two. And then singing's already hard enough, so trying to do both of them at the same time is pretty hard for me. So,
Vinny, for your fans, man, what's a typical day for Vinny Tovar?
Man, I usually play probably almost every day except Wednesdays, honestly. Wednesdays are probably my days off now. Typically Sundays, so all those, basically Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm playing. But usually I get up around 5 p.m. No, I'm just kidding. I get up around somewhere between 12 and 2. And usually I try to start my day doing something active. So I either go run or I go to the gym, mostly in the sauna. I feel like the sauna helps my voice a lot since I'm constantly playing so much. Yeah. I try to eat healthy. I'm not really good at it right now. But mostly, yeah, it's that. And then right back to the shows. I try to spend as much time with my wife because my wife's a nurse. So she works at night. So we have maybe like a span of 4 hours of a day that is, whatever we have to do.
I mean, that kind of works out though. She works at night because you work at night too.
Yeah, pretty much. So it does. So when we do, she gets home, I think about like 7 in the morning. So I still sleep in pretty late. So anytime that we have, I mostly spend time with my wife on that little time that we do.
Hey, Vinny, so you get to do all the after parties every time you play, right?
Oh, yeah, man.
I'm
an animal, man.
As long as you're home by 7.
As long as I'm home by 7.
By 6:55 a.m.
6:55. Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, my goodness. No, man. And the reason I said, you play golf?
I just started playing golf. When Jordan became my roommate, him and Nate played golf a lot with our homie Mikey Ray. And I was like, man, I want to go. And Jordan's like, yeah, just get some clubs. I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to like it. And he's like, so Nate was like, dude,
wow,
he
wouldn't even let you use
He would
this?
not.
Wow,
I bet
Jordan.
you if he was here, he would say, yep, I won't. Jordan's an amazing golf player sometimes. I was kidding. But he carries us most of the time in the scramble. But Nate was like, no, just fucking come with me. Like, you know, I just, you mind, who cares? So then Jordan was, at the time, was just being a dick because he knew my wife bought me clubs, but she was waiting for my birthday, which was like a month later. So I got my clubs, and man, I'm there for the scrambles. I'm just following everybody around.
You got a bag in the towel.
I got a bag in the towel like this. I finally got some shoes. Yeah.
Bro, I played in a golf tournament, I don't know, a year ago.
Yeah?
They invited us to go to this nice golf course here in San Antonio. I don't play golf.
I thought you did, no?
Yeah, I drink beer and drive the cart if you want. You know what I mean?
I'm like that too.
Talk a little shit, play some music. Yeah. But I got invited, so I went. Well, I don't have no golf clubs. So at work, you know, in the cubicle heaven there, somebody's like, hey, you need clubs? I got you. He's a doctor.
Oh,
so
yeah?
I'm thinking, oh, fuck.
What kind of cubicle is this?
He's a doctor, bro. Like, he's got, you know what I mean? He's going to have some clubs.
Yeah.
So the day before, he hits me up. He's like, hey, I need you to come outside so you can take the clubs. I got them in my trunk so you can, you know, we can get them in your car before I forget. And I'm like, all right, cool. So, you know, I mean, I've seen golfers now. I see what golf bags look like, right?
Yeah.
Dude, he opens up the trunk to his car, bro. And it's literally like a leather plather, but it's a skinny, like a tube.
Yeah.
Like old school from the 70s.
Like those you like carry like it's in a pool stick bag.
Bro, yeah, dude, that's what it was, like a pool stick bag, bro. And so I'm like, Doc, how long you had these clubs? He goes, you didn't ask all that. You just said you need some golf clubs.
The first ones ever made.
No, bro. The story doesn't end. So we get to the country club, right, where we're playing at. And so the guy pulls up. I park, and he's like, hey, you here for the thing? Yeah. He goes, all right, just leave your bag right out here. We'll throw it in the trailer, and we'll
load up your thing.
It will load up your thing, and it'll be on your golf cart, right? So I'm like, hell yeah. Sit there, right?
Like the one hand.
So then we start walking to the golf cart. Everybody has tightness and all kinds of badass. Yeah. And there's my brown ass. Hey, bro.
Who's that?
Oh, hold on. And you know how you got to tighten it, right? You tighten the thing. Well, it was so skinny. It was just bouncing around.
I know exactly what you're talking. You're pulling.
So,
like,
luckily, the guy that I took with me, a shout out to my buddy Charlie. He's like, hey, you can borrow my clubs, bro.
He's like, don't use those.
You should have told me that before. I wouldn't even have brought these. But the doc was kind enough to let me use his golf clubs.
It's about the thought.
There you go. It's a thought that counts, man. Let's see. It's my birthday today. I'm 85.
Wow, happy birthday.
Man, un saludos to Mr. John Ross. 35? Yo, 85? I'm telling you.
85.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to start putting my glasses on.
I was waiting. You're looking at the screen like that. 85.
Oh, my goodness. Sorry, bro. I added 50 years to your age, man. But anyway, happy birthday. Happy birthday to John Ross. John Ross. Why does that name sound familiar? You know John Ross?
Mm-mm.
Hey, what was the name of the guy that would paint?
Bob Ross.
Okay, shit. I knew it was a Ross. So, something like that.
Dress for less.
Yeah. Come on, man. You want to do another song or what?
Sure. What should I do? Do you got any requests? Anybody got any requests in the chat?
Let's see. Well, somebody's been saying Nueces. Other people have been saying Tejano. Somebody said you played Desvelado. Let's see. I don't know. What do you guys want to hear? Hey, do you know Paint Me in Birmingham?
Yeah, I could probably do it.
Well, you know what's great about guys like this? These are guys that play by themselves all the time, and I'm sure you got some drug.
Excuse me?
No.
I play with what?
They play alone. They play alone in bars all over San Antonio. But I'm sure you. Jesus, man.
I'll have whatever he's having.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Vinny Tovar. He's going to play a song that I love called Paint Me in Birmingham.
Well, he was sitting there, his brush in hand, painting waves as they danced upon upon the sand. With every stroke, he brought to life the deep blue of the ocean against the morning sky. I asked him if he only painted ocean scenes. He said, for $20, I'll paint you anything. Well, could you paint me a Birmingham and make it look just the way I planned? A little house on the edge of town, porch going all the way around. Put her there in the front yard swing, cotton dress, make it early spring. For a while she'll be mine again. If you can paint me a Birmingham. He looked at me with knowing eyes, then took a canvas from a bag there by his side, picked up a brush and said to me, son, where in this picture would you like to be? I said, if there's any way you can paint her in my arms again. Well, could you paint me a Birmingham and make it look just the way I planned? A little house on the edge of town, porch going all the way around. Put her there in the front yard swing, cotton dress making early spring. For a while she'll be mine again. If you can paint me in Birmingham. For a while she'll be mine again. If you can paint me in Birmingham.
Hell yeah.
Oh, little Tracy Lawrence for you right there.
Eddie was over there two-stepping. Eddie, what the hell, man?
He was over there crying.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about,
Why do
man.
I feel this way?
Why do I feel this way?
Hey, un saludos to Amy Lee Garcia. She said, wow, Vinny, add this one to your set because, wow.
Oh, big
you
shout
sing
out
this
Amy.
one amazing.
I love seeing Amy out. Yeah, yeah.
That's cool, man. Hey, before you put your guitar down.
Yeah, what's up?
Let me ask you. I know you just recently got married.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of original songs. Mm-hmm. We talked about sometimes they're a little sad, and you said that's kind of where you get your wife right now.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a song that you wrote because of her?
Worth the Wait is about her.
Yeah?
With the music video. That's her in it, and the girl. And
Well, shit, I expect. Yeah. Can you imagine being somebody else?
Oh, hey, this is showbiz, baby.
Bro, so that song was about your wife.
Yes, yeah. I wrote that song. Man, I can't even remember when. It just all came out. I was sitting there with my producer, Chris Morrow. We also record in the southeast side of San Antonio. So everything that I've been doing is wholeheartedly coming from the southeast side, from the writing to the recording.
Got you.
And I had told Chris, I was like, man, I'm kind of tired of feeling sad because I'm not sad. I haven't been sad. I mean, the thing is, I did a songwriting camp, one of the first ones I did about 6 months ago, and I met Wade Bowen. And he was like, all my songs are sad, but I promise you I'm the happiest person you've ever met. He goes, this is just a way of getting it out. And I'm like, man, I've never related so much more to that because, I think it's easy for me to write sad songs.
Yeah.
The hard part is really putting emotion into good things because you can say so much. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I had wrote this one. We got married around February. And we were only together maybe not even 2 years before we got married. But I don't think I've ever felt love as much as I do from anyone besides that woman. And she does a lot for me. And the only thing that I could have thought of when I was doing it was she was worth the wait. So that's why I wrote that song. Yeah.
It's a story that a lot of people can relate to. That's for sure, man.
Yeah.
And the reason I ask you that is because You know, you're young, dude. You're young, and you know, for you to be doing what you're doing, and you're out. You just said like 6 nights out of the week, 5 nights out of the week, dude. That's not easy, especially on a young marriage, right?
Yeah, it's not.
And then she works at night, and you're doing, you know, doing something else. But the fact that she, you know, stands behind you, and she's really letting you live your dream, your musical dream, right? A lot of people could be like, nah, hell no. Like you need to go get a job, like this. You know, we're gonna be together, whatever. But I'm assuming that, well, she met you as a musician.
Yeah, she did meet me as a musician. Funny enough, I met her at Thirsty Horse. That's where I met her at.
Really?
Thirsty Horse Saloon. Actually be there this Saturday, so y'all come look for love over there at Thirsty Horse Saloon
Throw
this
that
Saturday.
plug in there. Throw that plug in there, man.
But yeah, I met her then, man, and we went out on a date maybe like 3 weeks after, and I don't think there hasn't been a day I hadn't seen her since that day.
Really?
Yes, sir.
You never been like if you go to a gig a little out of town, you're coming home. You're not gonna stay the night.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I need to come home to her. I mean, or she's there. If it's that far, she's there with me already. So
took the night off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's the other thing too, man. Like for you to fight, even if you wanted to do a regular job, for you to have a job to be able to do the amount of shows that you guys do,
yeah,
you'd have to have a special job.
Yeah, honestly, man, I haven't had my last job was a day job when I did the home health care. And I had told my parents, I was like, I think I can do it. I already had a gig. I was playing at a food truck. That was the first thing I had, was playing at a food truck. And they had me there every Friday. I was like, look, if I have the food truck and I get 2 more gigs, I'm already making as much money as I make at my day job. So if I get 4 gigs a week, I'm already making more. And they're like, then do it. I was like, I was too scared. And then I was showing up late all the time to work because I had these gigs. I had gigs, you know, Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So all those other days, you know, Thursday, Friday, and Monday, I'm showing up late to work. And soon enough, it caught up to me where they fired me. And I was like, fuck. And I was like,
there's your sign.
There was my sign. And then a week later, I found a residency downtown to play Monday through Friday the next week.
Nice, man.
I think all on God's will that it's been where it is, you know.
Hey, Vinny, how tough is it on the voice, bro, to sing that much, though, dude? Because you're not singing 30-minute, 45-minute sets, homie. You're doing a couple of hours.
Man, there's some days where I have these gigs where I'm like, man, I am not giving these people worth the money. But I think that I've learned to actually take care of my voice as well as I could. It does do, a lot of it is a lot of warming up, a lot of beer, a lot of drink. Now it's turning to Stone Cold. But it's all about taking care of myself. I think that's why I try to wake up and be active, because as soon as I'm awake, my voice it takes a lot longer for my voice to, you know, you wake up in the morning, your voice is, you know, groggy. So I think the thing about me being active and trying to stay active is what helps my voice be.
Or if you don't talk all day, you're good.
I don't. My wife hates it. I'm like, it's a resting day.
Eddie, you imagine if we use that for anything? Hey, matter of fact, Eddie, on Wednesdays, I'm gonna have you start talking more, so the wives can say, "Well, hey, we got to talk tonight. We got to save our voice for the show."
We got something to do.
You want to do another song?
Sure. You know what? I think I'd like to do a new one.
Let's do it.
I actually wrote this one. Let's see if I can remember how this one goes. I wrote this one with you just had him on. You had Los Aguilares on. I wrote this one with Mike Aguilar.
Mike Aguilar.
Mike in the coops, or Mike Aguilar in the coops.
Bro, that dude has the best hair in La Onda Tejana.
You think so?
Hands down.
Mike Aguilar. If you let your hair grow out, you give him.
Hell no,
if you
dude.
grow it out.
Nah, don't jinx me, bro. I mean, not jinx me. Don't dare me.
I dare you.
I won $100 bet one time. My wife was going crazy. My bet, un saludo to my good friend Lenny Landin. He lives here in San Antonio. And when I got out of the Marine Corps, I always got a haircut every week. Every Sunday, I get a haircut. Always. 21 years.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, I bet you $100. Whoever cuts their hair first loses. And I'm like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
So my fucking shit grew fucking like.
As long as
no, not long, bro. Shit grew like an afro. Like shit was bothering my ears. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, he lost the bet because I think he went for a new interview for another job or something. And his wife said, you got to get a haircut. He had my $100 bill ready. He paid up.
Man of the word.
So, yeah, man. So we gonna get a new one or what?
All right, so I got a new one. I was talking with Mike when we were writing, and man, I gave it to Mike so much. Mike is so talented. He's been in the scene. I told him Mike actually plays accordion in my band. So if you ever see me with an accordion player, it's only Mike. And that's what all these Spanish song people are talking about. It's because Mike's playing there on the accordion. But I've been a big fan of Mike, and even when he had a Grupo Hondo, that's when I met him, and I thought that their songs were so badass. And I had told him, man, I need help writing on some of these ones. So I told him I wanted to write about a character that goes out and parties, and it turned out that character just happened to be me. So it turned out that it's me. So we ended up writing this song. We titled it Gator Boots. Gator Boots will be out at the end of this month sometime.
So it's not out yet.
It's not out.
We're gonna play it right now.
22nd?
27th.
27th it comes out.
And the song is called Gator Boots.
Gator Boots. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
San Antonio.
Here we go.
I'm hustling 6 a.m. to 5. Boss man driving me out of my mind. But later on I'm cutting loose, letting me put on my gator boots. Now I ain't no cowboy here, you see. I grew up on the southeast side of my city. But that don't mean I don't look the part. Turn around, I might steal your girl's heart. Even though I got on this pawn shop necklace, I'm easy at breaking the ice, these speakers are bumping. And so am I. I got my Clint Black t-shirt on, rocking my Wrangler, starched up, new hat shaped up, looking like I'm JB Mooney. Oh, don't get me started right now. Oh! Now if you're thinking of messing up my groove, I tell you, brother, you're in for some bad news. I've never been the fighting kind, but there can always be a first time. 'Cause even though I got on this pawn shop necklace, I'm easy at breaking the ice, these speakers are bumping. And so am I. I got my Clint Black t-shirt on, rocking my Wrangler, starched up, new hat shaped up, looking like I'm JB Mooney. And I still ain't got nothing to prove. It's just who I am, I ain't trying to impress you. Because when I'm dead and gone, I keep my boots and you can keep this song. And until then I'll be stumbling on. 'Cause these gator boots never did me wrong. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. You wrote that song?
Me and Mike Aguilar.
That's badass,
Yeah.
bro.
Yes, sir.
That's a badass song. I thought Gator Boots, you're gonna go kind of down the path. I don't remember the name of the guy who sang it, but I had an old Marine of mine. He used to play this song, and I thought it was the funniest song ever. And it's one of those country songs where the guy's not really singing; he's like talking.
Yeah.
And he was talking about the song's name was Tony Lamas.
Oh, okay.
You know that song?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Or, you know, you've heard it.
I've heard it. Yeah, I don't think I've played it, but I've heard it.
So basically, he has a brand new pair of Tony Lamas, and he's dancing with the girl, and he bets her that he knows what color her underwear are, right? Mm-hmm. And then that one girl he dances with pink, the other girl was blue, and then when he goes with the last girl, he tells her, "Hey, I bet I can tell you what color your underwears are." And the girl says, "Well, that's funny because I ain't wearing any." Right? He goes, "Well, I'm glad to hear because I thought I had a crack in the brand new Tony Lama."
Damn it!
You gotta look it up, bro. It's called. I don't know who the singer is.
I gotta play that song for this one.
It's called the brand new Tony. It's called Tony Lamas, I think.
Tony Lamas.
But this is the part of the show where I give you the mic, brother. You want to give any saludos, any thank yous? To all your people watching. You had a lot of family watching, man.
Oh yeah, big shout out to my family, man. I love that all my family's always been 100% supportive of me doing what I do. Big shout out to all my friends, fans, all new people. Shout out to everybody that hasn't met me that's on here. Thank y'all for having a drink or hanging out with us here. Big shout out to my label, Azteca Ranch, for always taking care of me through and through. Big shout out to my wife for always loving me unconditionally. Big shout out to my parents for believing in me. Big shout out to Bumper. This has been coming from a long time. I think we've almost had to reschedule for about almost 2 years now since the first time. So I'm super glad to be on, man, and I hope that I got many more to come with these.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. I'm definitely, I really, honestly, I want to bring you guys in here. I'm gonna have Jerry in here here coming up soon.
That's who my dad plays with. He plays drums
with Jerry DeLeon, right? We talked about that.
Yeah.
Or no, I ran into him. I ran into your dad.
Oh, that's right.
I ran into your dad. They were. Check this out. So your dad and Jerry were watching Lucky Joe,
right?
And they were playing at the bar next door.
Oh,
but they went to go watch
at
Lucky
Stetson
Joe
Bar,
at
right?
Stetson Bar. Yeah. So they went and watched Lucky on their break. Jammed out.
Where's everybody at?
They played. Your dad's like, or Jerry's like, this is Vinny's. I said, because we've been trying to get Jerry on too. And I said, well, dude, I got Vinny coming up. And he's like, oh, really? His dad's right here. I'm like, oh, shit, okay, how you doing? Whatever. Yeah. So small world, man.
Small world,
but yeah,
man.
we're going to get him on here, dude. And maybe, bro, I know you guys are really busy, but, you know, I know Jordan plays on Wednesdays. He's playing tonight.
He's playing tonight over there at the Honky Tonk. Yeah. So if you're around the area, go by Jordan.
Maybe if I put enough time with you guys.
I will make it happen if we can get all in here, man.
To get everybody on here and do and during Christmas time when everybody's off.
Oh, let's do it,
You know
man.
what I mean? And just kind of hang out. We'll drink some tequila, play some badass country music.
Man.
Man, dude, Thursdays are long when we bring out the tequila.
Thursdays? Why would he do it Thursday? You gotta go back to work or what?
Hey, I work. Come on, hey, not everybody can get up at 12 or 2, Vinny.
Sometimes.
But
South Omaha, dang, that's far. Nebraska,
dang,
that's a long way. What's San Antonio?
Okay. The name of the
profile picture.
Come on, it's 2024. Hey, Daryl Dodd. That's the guy that sings the Tony Lama song.
Oh yeah,
Daryl.
I love that.
Yeah,
when he has "If you love somebody enough." Yeah, he does that one. Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if this was your first time watching, on behalf of my good friend Vinny Tovar, welcome to Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know if this is your first time watching, you're like, God dang, Bumper, you do 2 hours. We do 2 hours every week. That gives you time to, I don't know, if you're eating dinner and you come back to it, whatever, you can watch this at your, these are up on YouTube and Facebook all the time. You can go back and check them out. If you're a fan of Tejano music and you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, Bumper Gomez, make sure you guys click. Sometimes like, Bump, you don't have that many videos. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, there's like 280 something videos, I think, on there, right? So they're like, well, the thing is you got to tab and you got to click the live. When you guys go to videos, you got to click the live videos and you'll see all the artists that we've had on here. Vinny, bro, we've had less than 5 country artists on here.
Wow.
And I'm glad that we made time for you and that you came here. I'm super ecstatic. Again, just watching you play and having the passion, the love for the music that you're playing, bro. And you're one of us. And so, you know, the fans of Tejano music, if you guys have never heard of Vinny Tovar, now when you guys see him somewhere, you can show him love. Like, hey, dude, I saw that dude on Bump Show. He's fucking legit, right? Show him some love. He shows you. He can play some Tejano too. So go up there. If you want to hear a Tejano song, go scream some Tejano.
Yeah. Come out to the show. You might be surprised.
And you know, all his homies, bro. They do the fitted and flannels. Fitted and flannels,
yeah,
right?
Me, Nate, and Jordan, fitted and flannels. Yeah. We have I think a show in November, but we're doing New Year's Eve at Stetson Helotes. So if y'all are looking for some New Year's Eve plans,
the fitteds and flannels, who?
It's me, Nate DeLeon, and Jordan Gowner, or us three.
I got
it's our little boy band.
I got you. Is that the boy band?
Pretty much. We were just playing together when we first met. We were like, dude, we should get a little tour. And Jordan knew all the small town plugs. Yeah. I had everything that was the inner city. And so, you know, Nate had a little bit of both. So we were like, let's just set some up. Yeah, and we'll name the tour. And I think that we were trying to name it something. So we're like, oh, let's call it Fitteds and Flannels. That's what we wear. Yeah. So then everybody just started calling us, oh, those are the Fitteds and Flannels guys. And I was like,
hell yeah.
It seems like we're kind of stuck with that name.
That's what I'm talking about, man. And to I forgot, I don't have the flyer yet, but here in November, I'm going to be hosting Toys for Tejanitos. So if you're an artist, you're looking to come out and do something to help out the community, you want to play, get with me. I'll get you in touch with the right people, with the Tejano Up Radio guys, and we'll get you situated, and hopefully you can get you to come out, do a little meet and greet. We're going to be doing it out there. Again, this is going to be my 3rd year helping out with the Toys for Tejanitos. It's a great cause. Tejano Up Radio will be leading it this year, so we're going to have more of that stuff coming in the upcoming shows. But before we get off, we got a big special announcement for you. Right?
What?
Next week, we're going to have not one, we're going to have 2 shows, right? Yes, you heard it right. Next week, we're going to have 2 live shows. We're going to have Wednesday, get your beer ready, going to have Grupo Espada, right? Grupo Espada up from the Dilly Pearsall area. It's great musicians. They're going to be here. They're all coming. They're coming to jam. So I'm sure they're going to do a lot more playing than talking. I know a lot of you guys like that. They like the playing more than talking. So they're going to be here. And then come Friday, live from an undisclosed location. Some of you guys in the inner circle might know the location once you see it, but some of you might be there. You might get invited. Eddie, can we do a? I gotta ask him. I'm gonna give it away, the undisclosed location. Eddie, you think the undisclosed location will allow us to invite maybe 2 couples, or like give away between now and then when we start doing the share for this?
I would have to go through the boss of the.
He's like, I gotta ask Bumper Gomez.
You're gonna have to get with the owner of the location. All right, we're gonna get back to you.
Pull the plug.
Right, exactly. It's gonna pull the plug. But ladies and gentlemen, so we're gonna have Grupo Espada Wednesday live here from the studio, and then we're gonna go out of the studio. We're gonna be somewhere else, and we're bringing you a exclusive live concert / interview, more concert than interview. We're going to have a good time with our good friends. Retoño, man.
Oh, dude,
those dudes are monsters, bro. So next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday, stay tuned for more details about sharing that. We're going to do a live concert. They're going to be doing some world exclusive things. They're going to be releasing that day with us here on Wacky Wednesday on a Friday. So not this Friday, but next Friday, Grupo Retoño live on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. It's going to be a super awesome week coming up for Tejano, Norteño. I don't know. What do you want to call it, Eddie? Everything?
Everything.
Yeah, they cover everything.
A good time.
So make sure you guys got plenty of time to, I don't know, if you got a football game, cancel it. I don't know, don't go. I don't know what you had to say, right? No Friday Night Lights. But it's going to be a great time. So stay tuned for that. We're going to give you some more. I'm sure we can get the owner of the establishment to let us invite four guests. Maybe if you guys share or whatever stuff, something like that, we'll do something like that. So Vinny, thank you.
Thank you so much, brother.
Again, man. Un placer to have you here, dude, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you so
in
much
all your
bro.
future endeavors. You got a home here with us. We're gonna have you back real soon. That's for sure.
Thank you so much, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys go out there, support Vinny Tovar wherever you might see him. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.
Love y'all.
Peace.